What's up? What's up? Welcome to the premiere episode of Front Porch Talk 734. Got my main man Chuck to the left of me. Got my brother AK to the right of me. Got my dog Hood and Dro behind the scenes right now. And it's the end of 2018, basically, baby. We're kicking it off. Independent shit, black shit. So, I think today we might have to kick it off with what's up with the U of M. What's up with the U of M football team? What are we going to do? What are we going to do to right this ship, y'all? What are we going to do? I mean, like, I came up in the day of the A Train, Tim Biaka Batuka.
Listen, let's just say it how it is. We stopped going to the hood.
To the hood niggas.
They stopped going.
You
to
don't
the
like
hood.
when I say that, but we stopped getting the
trust
hood real
fund
trill
babies.
niggas.
Trust fund babies ain't gonna get it for you.
Period. You go back to them teams where we was busting niggas up, strong defenses. Them niggas was from them hood areas, them real areas, and them real schools. Like, and I'm not knocking, just hating on the new players and nothing, but like we lost that pipeline. We stopped doing that.
How y'all feel about Shea Patterson coming back?
I like it. Give it some competition. Give all them quarterbacks competition. Because at the end of the day, you want to be a dope program, it's got to be competition. You got to have people on your team that's bag-ups that might not get no shine. Like, just like when the Miami teams was on their run, Willis McGahee was like a fourth-string fucking running back. Nigga was a fullback.
Young though.
Still though, but you had niggas like Frank Gore above him, and you had niggas like Frank Gore who wasn't playing because he was tearing his knee up. So niggas like Willis McGahee ended up fucking around and getting a chance to play. If Frank Gore don't fuck his knee up in college, Willis McGahee doesn't even get to play to have the season he has to go be the pick he is.
I mean, they had Clinton Portis though. They had Clinton Porter. They had a stable. It was a stable. They had Clinton Porters. They had Edgerrin James. They had a lot of people down there, dog. That's what I mean, you got to think about it. And then Willis McGahee was a freshman when old dude and them was going to the ship. And that next year they went to the ship again and lost to Ohio State. And he blew his knee out.
But that's what you got to have. That's what we used to have at Michigan. Yeah. At Michigan, you had a running back every few years that's about to go to the draft. Like, you had old linemen every year coming out, being in the first two rounds.
That's my thing, though. I'm not satisfied with that, though. I want to win the national championship. We can have dudes going first round, left and right. But the thing is, this is what I'm saying, yeah. So we got to get to beating the best in our conference before we can even think about anything like that. Because Ohio State, I even hate to admit this, Ohio State, that's a sound program. That's a prime example right there.
You know
they
what?
recruit from Florida down south. They get the best athletes.
It ain't just that.
And they come out, and when they play a rivalry game, they're going to make sure they bust your ass. No question. You know what they can lose to the weakest team in the conference. But when they play Michigan, we're going to bust y'all ass.
But you know what?
What's going on?
You know what happened? Yep. There was a period where Ohio State as a program dropped they nuts. And as Michigan, we didn't.
We switched to the weak ass Adidas. Don't nobody want
that definitely fucked up. That definitely fucked us up.
When the fuck is the last time a team
Jordan ain't helping shit right now
won the championship?
Yeah, that was weak.
Ain't no team by Adidas won no championship.
Never.
When?
Even when we was at
even a team sponsored by Under Armour did it.
Look, even when we was at Eastern, we was sponsored by Adidas. And niggas was still wearing Nike products, but just crossing out the Nike. That's how fucked up. Niggas don't want to rock Adidas shit, okay? Well, sorry. It's not popping. But what's been popping, it's the end of the year, y'all. Like, how y'all feel about this year, man? It was a hard year. Definitely gave everybody the hands.
I just want to say, fuck 2018. Fuck.
Right, nigga, we in the future.
Fuck 2018.
It felt
lost
like
a lot of motherfuckers this year.
Ran into 2018. That shit felt like all 1 year on some real shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Glad this shit about to be over, even though it's about to be the beginning of 2019, and that's just gonna bring some hoe ass shit. Long live Seven Flames, you know.
Long live everybody we lost this year.
R.I.P. to like the 15 people out knew that I lost this year. That shit crazy.
Rest in peace, Kenny Panky.
So you gotta cherish
Colin
life.
Dorsey.
Don't take life for granted.
Leave the motorcycles alone, nigga.
And I remember when I used to say, shit, I'm living every day like it's my last. But dude, I did not realize that was a saying of a nigga that had been in and out of prison. Because, for real, these niggas say that shit because they never know when they gonna go back. Or they don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. And I just be having that mentality. I had that mentality because these motherfuckers out here is crazy. You don't know how they drive, how they think. None of that shit.
I mean, of course you want to try to do that, but that's not necessarily possible
Exactly.
every day. Like, nigga, you gotta do shit to make it to the next day, nigga. That's the shit.
And everybody got a fear of death. Because, you know what? That's the only fucking thing for real promise. Change and death is the only things promised. Ain't no running away from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I done been to way too many funerals in the last 10 years. And that's, you know, at car accidents, all motorcycle accidents, heart attacks. And when I mean heart attacks, brothers that was in their high 30s, you know, cousins in their older 30s having heart attacks. You know what I mean? Like, shit'll get you one way or another. The streets can get you from stress. They ain't even got to kill you with a gun.
Real.
Shit, women can get you from stress.
Yeah, like,
Try to tell. Now listen to this. Y'all you women that be nagging at your men, you know what I'm saying? Because they just came from a hard day of work. Listen.
drinking liquor and shit.
Cholesterol goes bad.
Sound like he got 4 kids and 2 divorces.
Goes bad every 72 hours. That's the biggest thing that's killing niggas. That shit go bad. And all that nagging don't help the shit.
I'm gonna quote a nigga off Zoe Williams show. Do you want peace or do you want a peace, nigga? Is the question, nigga.
Woo.
Some motherfuckers be
A lot of
having
niggas
peace,
need to realize
but
that
at the same time, you should be able to do both. Like, nigga, at the same time, like, we should be able to coexist without you nagging in my ear. You should be able to feel that, like, I'm chill mode right now. And so are you. Okay, bet I can feel that. You don't even want nobody to talk to you. Like, and that shouldn't be a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like, oh, you ain't talk to me. You ain't talk to me 20 minutes.
Right.
Cause we was chilling. Like, I'm good. Like, I gotta speak to you for every second. Like that's why I'm single now, honestly, dog. Cause it's like, man.
it's a science, though, man. Like, it is what it is. And sadly, it's a science. And people don't like hearing that shit. Females is different. Males is different. And then as individuals to begin with, we all fucking different.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
You know.
That energy got to be compatible, period.
Yeah. Energy got to be compatible.
And the shit changed, though, and that's the
I'm
thing.
telling you, man, this shit lopsided, though. Man. For real, man. These females crazy, dog. I'm telling you. Because we let them get away with shit. Minor shit. If we did it, it's the end of the motherfucking world, dog. I just don't understand it. Like, I'll be one to say, now, if the shoe was on the other foot, how would you react? And they'd be like, oh, you tripping.
But that's why coming from a nigga who done done some wild ass shit. You gotta do that. You gotta be cool. You gotta let them do all that crazy shit. You gotta let them swing on you. You gotta let them do all that wild shit.
If you swing on me, we out. I'm out. You don't fuck with me for real, bitch. If you swung on me, bitch.
And when they feel bad,
you shouldn't be swinging.
And
on
when
no
they
male,
feel bad, and they be like, but wait, that's when you be like, look, if I would have did that shit.
Nah, I feel you though, but if a bitch swing on you, she don't fuck with you for real, nigga. A bitch should never swing on a male, bitch.
Right.
You know what niggas can do? You know what a male can do to a female? Like, and they would never do it, but that's just like, no, you don't ever do that. Like, no. I'm trying to, if I have a daughter, that's the first, no, don't swing on them. If you don't want to get hit, don't swing on them. And I would never, ever hit. I got three older sisters, a mom, all that shit. I would never do that shit. Like, I despise my motherfucker. I had to beat my fucking brother-in-law up for a nigga touching my niece and shit. I had to beat this nigga ass and shit on her birthday, like, for shit like that. Like, niggas don't play that. But don't put your hands on a male. Like, you can't expect that shit. Like, that nigga Stephen A. Smith got suspended for saying that shit. Like, but I wonder what they was doing. Like, no, nigga, you off the air, nigga, for a week. Like, but it's real as fuck though. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, if you in the crib throwing the shit at the nigga all day, tripping on nigga, and he finally just do something, damn, okay, niggas shouldn't have did it, but damn, what the fuck?
No, though, and that's like I say that from my that's what they do.
Like
the ones I've seen that's what they done had.
But I say all that.
Some of them don't like it either. Some of them like. Fuck with a nigga with a
done
that. So
they
get
in
their feelings.
I'm gone, bitch.
And now, like, they in their feelings, they mad. Once again, science. And no, being in your feelings. Shut up.
Though, straight up.
But for real,
I'm
not even trying to.
You had the audacity to swing on me? Oh,
but
I'm
no,
out of there, bitch.
but
I'm straight. I'm sorry.
But like,
straight, bitch.
But it's gonna be more emotion. It's gonna be more feelings.
No, you know what I got to say.
And niggas do it too. As much as niggas don't want to say they be all in their feelings.
Oh, I know, I did.
Niggas be like a mother. Niggas do a lot of this shit.
It's about to be 2019. I'm using they shit. I'm good, love, enjoy.
I gotta realize we know a lot of fuck niggas, and y'all know they be fucking with fuck niggas, so then it be that projection.
But we not the ones getting them pregnant. You know what I'm saying? The fuck niggas is the ones that's getting them pregnant. And then they want to take their problems from their past relationship and bring it to the new one.
I know.
And try to, you can't do that shit.
But that's when you don't put the cape on, nigga. You gotta be an anti-hero with the shit.
So,
I'm trying to tell y'all.
This is for everybody, though.
This is brought to you by Hennessy. This podcast is brought to you by Hennessy. It's Swisher Sweets.
You gotta cut that out.
You crazy as hell.
No, it's fun. Yeah, nigga, they ain't paying us, but us.
I'm saying they gonna throw us and shit.
Shut up.
This is fueled by Hennessy.
Diamond Swisher.
Swisher Sweets.
But
wait, we gotta say the strands. What's our strands of the day? Wedding cake. We smoked Skywalker.
I think I got some OG Purple over there in my bag.
OG Purple.
Damn, I think that was. Well, I think.
Nah, he
I
got
think that might have been some wedding
smoking.
cake too, but
he got that shit we not smoking.
I'm gonna say sour duck because that's what it say. Even
Shouts out to
what it is, though,
shouts out to Ipsy. We are in Ipsy right now. I ain't gonna say exactly where, but we are in Ipsy.
But hold on, but back to the what's name though. I want all y'all to answer this. Just say yeah or nay. Within the first 3 questions of meeting the chick, if she asks you, "Do you got kids?" as a young black man, yes or no.
Wait,
never. That's never happened to you.
Wait, what'd you say?
Within the first 3 questions of you talking to a chick, she been like, "You got kids?"
Yes, if within the last 5 years of me being 25 years old.
That's happened to you before?
Hell yeah. I've been accused of having kids
that
I don't know about.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I got
so 4 out of
5.
Okay, so 4 out of 5, we in the good. That's about what 80-some%.
I'm a unicorn out here, baby. I'm 30. I ain't got no kids, and I got my own shit.
It's for real though. They be like for real, straight up though. That's like they see your age. Are you? Hold on. You black and you at this age?
They think something wrong.
So
with
you got kids? You don't got kids?
They think something wrong with you.
What do you mean? I wear rubbers. Like I know it. And if I don't,
I wear rubbers and I'm king of the pullout. By the way.
We getting the yank game
going
on.
But
anyway,
that just means I'm not ready to deal with that level of craziness
I
yet.
pull out with a rubber on.
There's nobody that
I'm not ready for that. I just don't need all that negativity in my life. Having a child is supposed to be a beautiful thing.
I need to be able to sleep in the bed knowing you got my seat somewhere and you're gonna be cool. Not that, oh man, it could be around 10, 20 other ones. Like, oh damn, I gotta go get him or her. Like,
I don't want to be playing. I
gotta go to court because I need all custody.
I don't want
100% of the time.
And I'm allergic to court.
So I'm not doing that. So we need to be together. That's what I'm saying. We need to be together. If we not together.
I don't want to have to come around you and feel like I'm on the east side of Detroit.
Exactly. And we not life partners or married or whatever you want to call it. Like
I don't want to feel that my child is in a. I don't want to feel like. Shouts out to East Side. I get my hair braided over there.
Shout out to East Side. Shout out to East Warren.
That's just real, dog.
I don't want to feel like I'm in a pawn game of none of that.
They need to be.
Shout out to Detroit Seminoles.
Some niggas don't need kids. They need to be
I'm a single
questionnaire. They need to be a IQ test and all that. You need to, for real, straight up, just like a driver's test. You need to go to the. Let me get these 10 questions. I can't pass them. Let me see my background. Oh yeah, you can't have no kids. What you mean? We yanking that. We giving that to somebody else. You out of there.
I for real want to give.
You gonna put them in the worst position?
I for real want to give a salute.
The craziest thing would be if we start asking these bitches for applications, they'd be pissed.
Mad as motherfucker. What? You got the nerve?
How many miles is on that pussy?
Because when you ask,
let me see who did that.
Maybe 10. She 27, maybe 10. Knock it off. So that's 30.
How many dicks
35. Like you got to put on 20 plus on whatever they say. You got to put 20 plus on that, guaranteed.
What that nigga J. Cole said?
That's what I say.
When say she only fuck about 4, 5 niggas. I mean you got to multiply by 3.
And the fuck
that's what I'm saying. For real, that's straight
and the
up.
fucked up part is like. girls be thinking I'm a hoe, and it be fucked up because I be like,
hey, you tell them your real number, they don't believe. Yeah. Oh yeah, like nigga, you done fucked 300 hoes.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I ain't fucked 300
like,
hoes.
Girl,
nigga.
I don't just be
I'm
taking
sorry,
it. I don't just be accepting.
See, I ain't gonna lie. The way my college days were set up,
I don't want to
look. It was just a wild time in my life, and
I got 4 sisters.
I mean, I feel you.
I got 4 sisters,
but
I got 4 sisters and 3 of them older.
Ever since college, I've been careful.
I got 4 sisters and 3 of them older, so I'm bougie. Who throw that cat at me? Goddamn it! You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I hit a chick from Ipsy ever.
I'm bougie.
Nah,
I ain't gonna say I ain't hit no chick from Ipsy. I done hit a couple chicks. Shouts out them Ipsy chicks, girl.
I'm lying.
Shouts out them Ipsy chicks. Shouts out them Downriver chicks. Shouts out them Detroit girls at EMU. Shouts out
nigga, I found the
yeah.
A white chick from Ipsy. Surprisingly, like nigga, what? Oh my God, what? She was ready.
Low key, nigga. My dopest white girl was from Flint, nigga. For real. And you wouldn't have thought that. But I'm for real. I want to give a for real shout out to Kenny Hood parents. When we talking about some shit like this, I want to give a shout out to Kenny Hood parents. I want to give a huge shout out.
See, there's a lot of parents I want to give a shout out. We talk about some bad mamas. It's like that.
Chuck, I'm giving some serious praise here. God, like I said, you Northside niggas can't have nothing nice. Nothing nice. But I want to give a shout out to Kenny Hood parents because Kenny Hood is one of the few people I grew up with. And I didn't meet him till I got to high school, but he's one of the few people that's still a longtime friend who had both parents. They're married, still married to this day. And that's a beautiful thing of black love. Definitely huge shout outs to the Kennedys, who I would say are like my fucking second parents, basically. Spent a lot of time in this man's household with him growing up. And if it wasn't for his father, I would have never got into football. If it wasn't for his parents, I don't know where I'd be because they was always like a nice, stable place. And like I say, growing up, even my white friend, my closest white friend didn't have 2 parents in the household. Like I'm not talking, this ain't just a black thing. Like growing up, my era, I'm born in 88, like everybody was a single parent home kid. Or even if you had both parents, like I say, that's why I'm giving a shout out to these two, because with these two, both of their parents was their parent. Other people I knew it was a step parent kind of thing, which I'm not knocking at all. But I'm just making sure people realize what we are, that generation of single parent home kids or mixed families. So
that's real.
Shouts out to anybody out there doing it and trying to hold that down right now. Because that shit is
like
hard.
9th, 10th grade.
Yeah.
Like, man, damn. And I look back like, hold on.
Especially as a black
damn,
kid.
I'm the only one?
Yeah.
No, I can't be the only one with both parents in the crib.
Because I grew up as a kid where it was ask your broke ass daddy, telling your sibling my daddy will beat your daddy ass, fuck your punk ass daddy. Your daddy the reason we out here like this.
And then so then fast forward it to them people had kids, and then they kids the kids that's out right now.
Yeah.
Wilding in Chicago.
All these kids we want to talk shit about or talk bad about, that's them kids.
It's 3 years, it's 3 generations of no fathers or no males.
Not only that, but you done had these kids where they parents ain't went to get no help of nothing. They don't even like think about that.
Oh yeah, it's not even
These kids didn't grow up with big. I grew up, niggas got dropped off.
Oh yeah.
There's plenty of weekends. I got dropped off.
We got something to do.
And you over here for the weekend. Ain't no choice. Ain't no say.
We going here.
These kids got all kinds of say. One no say so. I'm either at Aunt Lisa house. I'm at Grandma Franklin house. I'm at Grandma Thomas house.
And we not inside all this.
Or I'm with my dad and my stepmom out in Ipsy. Like
go outside.
Yeah, I'm going outside.
You have to. I mean, even if you didn't want to, you go outside without noise. Okay, yeah, you're right for sure. Making up all type of games, doing it. finding anything to get into.
That's why, that's how I know how to do business deals, nigga. I used to have business deals. I used to know who house had the good snacks, nigga. Fuck that. I'm about to be over there, nigga. Fuck with what's the name, nigga. They got the good snacks, nigga. Since I gotta be outside, I can't go back home for like 5 hours.
Gotta kick it over there.
Nigga, Grandma Franklin will wake niggas up by kicking us and spraying air fresheners, telling us we gotta go outside.
Y'all little niggas stink. Get up out of here.
I want to watch.
Hey, vacuum in though. So
I want to watch.
Though,
yeah, I want to watch my shows in my room, in my living room. Y'all gotta go outside. You feel me? Like, we gotta get back to that kind of shit. Like, that's real. But 2018, man, what was the best shit 2018 for y'all?
What was the best verse? Let's go there.
Ooh, good.
I've been thinking about this. That's the only reason. Even though that's not one of my topics I want to bring up though. But I was just.
That's hard for me to say. I'm going Fifth Flames.
Front line, north side, they behind me.
The song with Jagged Edge and Sci High.
I got a song with Jagged Edge.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
So y'all niggas
Wait a minute. I listened to
play it right now. Remember the song I was playing where he was talking about?
I listened to Sci High, man. He had Jagged Edge. Did he have all the Jagged Edge? Did he have all the Jagged Edge or just one of the twins?
The whole nigga. Remember that?
One of the twins.
Remember the song we listened to where he'd be like, back and forth to Michigan, I won my Grand Rapids.
Yeah, that was Jagged Edge.
They was on that song.
I don't know. J. Cole just dropped the hardest verse in 2018.
On that a lot?
On 21 Savage shit.
On that a lot?
Dog. Niggas be sleep on Side High, dog.
No, they sleep on J. Cole.
No.
Side High Cole, though.
Not like Side High, I'm telling you, dog.
Niggas sleep on Side High, though.
You gotta rewind his verse at least 10, 15 times to for real hear what he gotta say. Like,
Side High goes.
It's too over everybody's head. Like, that's why it be like.
Side High go.
Yeah, but the average fan is too over their head. So they're like, oh yeah, it's too many bars.
Nah, this is too real.
Verse. Yeah, what do you mean? This is the rap. He's supposed to have a bar every verse, not every third verse, so you can catch up. Like, nigga.
Yeah, Side High nice.
Yeah, he's nice.
Like ill though. Like,
you got Young Thug and shit on.
But that's only for niggas that don't listen. That's only for niggas that don't be listening to music though. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to music, then you definitely have heard Sci High, or you better have heard Sci High or listened to him. But if you don't, then it's like, oh, then they probably going with that some old bullshit. I heard.
I mean, it's just shit he be.
For most people, it's probably Adi Dawn.
It's just shit he.
Hell no.
But that too. But that's what I'm saying.
Don't
like
be
shit
hating,
like that.
nigga.
That's
don't be hating no Push. This nigga Pusher made a man step up and be a father out here.
Nah, but the only thing I hate is though this nigga on every song Drake taking shots. On every song Drake do put out, he taking shots. You gotta listen to it on every song. Like, nigga, you gonna put out a whole diss record and leave it alone, or you just gonna take shots in every song, nigga? Fuck it. Bow. Yeah. Let me hit this 22. I'm gonna hit you with this 22 every time I see you, nigga. I'm gonna.
All-Star JR gets newcomer album of the year. I don't care. I'm fucking with that. As far as a newcomer,
I think Mozzie, cause you tripping.
But he ain't a newcomer.
Mozzie is a newcomer.
Not like that. No, he's not. Not compared to All-Star JR. Mozzie's been around not much longer, but in compared to
Mozzie's new mainstream.
Yes.
I'm fucking with Mozzie.
That's what I'm saying. Mozzie's mainstream now. He new mainstream, nigga. All-Star is literally like new. Like, I'm fresh out. Like, I'm giving that to All-Star, bro. Like, shouts out Detroit coming together. Shouts out the Detroit artists coming together for that, for Peasy and Payroll and them to do that quick remix. Charles is throwing his hand in disgust right now because I feel him too.
That shit is not harder than the first one.
It's not harder than the first one. It's not harder than the first one. If you never heard the first one, it's not
High. Don't know why. Jagged Edge. Best bars.
Shouts out to Kashi 6ix9ine for getting arrested.
Don't shout that nigga out.
I said, shouts out that nigga for getting arrested. Shouts out that nigga for getting arrested.
Let's cut this.
Shouting out that nigga for getting arrested.
Shouting out no nigga for getting arrested.
Y'all didn't even listen to him.
Cut, nigga.
Y'all ain't gonna cut my own show. I'll cut all y'all niggas. Fuck around with y'all. About to get on my David Ruffin in this motherfucker. Fuck everybody. Shouts out that nigga for being the ultimate clown. Ultimate clown. And a lot of you niggas is on that Tekashi shit, so y'all better stop it.
He gets no love.
Telling on y'all selves.
A lot of niggas just dumb. They dumb as fuck. Because nigga, rappers was actors back in the day or whatever. Even if they was doing what they was talking about, they wasn't all flashy with the shit. Now these niggas really be rapping what they talking about and showing the shit in videos and then riding around with the shit like they won't get fucked up.
About it though, half the time though.
The high five, so everybody topics that ain't nobody talked about, or the whatever five, you know, we call it the porch five. There we go.
Okay.
Front porch five.
The Fab Five can't get sued since them niggas never existed. Y'all existed though. Y'all are the truth. Shouts out to y'all niggas. Chris Webber, Jalen Rose. Y'all need to stop beefing. If y'all don't want to stop beefing, y'all can come to Frankie's Friday night fights this summer and settle that shit.
Too,
you feel me? Exactly, because they some real niggas. They like, you know. So I guess with my topic, especially since we going into like this whole like new politically correct ass sensitive era, I feel, I don't know. Ain't no, it ain't even about to hurt. It ain't even about to hurt me. It's just that like,
That nigga got drinking, got in his feelings. And
nah,
shit.
fuck you, nigga. Before you catch a Macho Man elbow drop, cuz. Hey, he's in my time. He's interrupting my time. But I guess mine would be that like everybody needs to really realize like we are not all the same. We are the same, but we are not all the same.
As far as what, like people?
As far as people, even though we are the same, we are not the same because in different cultures, you have differences. Period, and you just gotta respect that shit. Like I say one of the dopest things somebody ever told me was there's this guy who used to come to one of my jobs regularly. He was studying to be a dentist at U of M. Yeah. And like he told me, you know, did you know that like there's difference in bone density between black people and Europeans and Samoans? Like usually you find in Samoans and Aboriginal / black people, our bones are like more dense than Europeans. Yeah. And mind you, he's white. So like that's just all I'm saying. Like I'm not saying
we different though.
Yeah, like that's just all I'm saying. People just gotta watch on that shit. That's all my thing.
You know, watch real people. Like Jane Scott say. You know what I'm saying? Just like when she's a old white woman, she teach some of the realest shit ever.
She the one who be teaching the dog experiment.
She
Shouts out day 30 of Black Percent.
Yeah, Jane Scott. Just like she said about when white people say, oh, when they look at a black person, they say, oh, when I see you, I don't see color. I look at you as if you just, you know what I'm saying? She said that's bullshit because if you don't see, you have to see color when you see me. And if you don't see it, then that means you looking at me as if I'm you and I'm not white. Exactly. You know, we interpret things different. We grew up in different places.
You said I don't care.
Right,
but I see it, but I don't care.
Right,
but to say you don't see it, that's
you know what I'm saying. You can't just say shit like that. Like that's kind of like, oh, I'm just throwing that out the window. I'm just gonna think of you as me. No, don't do that. Think of me as a black person. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And try to understand.
If you got questions, ask questions.
That's real. Ebonics and all that shit. That was the whole point. It was like niggas gotta understand.
Shout out to fucking Jonah Hill. You wanna know why?
Yeah, because
when he was on the fucking Breakfast Club, this nigga Charlemagne asked him. He said, "So how are you? What are you doing? How are you using your white privilege to help black issues?" And he was like, "Shit, how can I help?" You know what I'm saying? And that's all people need to ask. Like, how can I help? You know, when somebody approach you with the questions, don't sit back and be like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can speak on it or anything." Just say, "How can I help?" That's one of the best feelings one of your black friends can have, coming from a white person, whatever, vice versa, or just help, like just be there, be supportive.
Yeah, he fucking mentor a young black dude. Yeah, go pick him up every other Sunday, go kick it with him. Take him to games and do all type of shit. Cook with him, like, hey, that's helping right there. Like,
he also helps us coach at Lincoln, and he's a teacher. Period.
No,
not at Lincoln, but he's a teacher at.
I mean, why high? But I mean, it's just
he's a teacher. I fuck with teachers.
It's just it's just helping out. Period.
Yeah,
like it's not being in that, just like I said, being in that space. Like, I don't I don't see it, so I don't like that's false. Everybody see it. We all see it. Don't act like you don't see it.
But that's why most people shy away from it, because if it don't affect them, they not fucking with it.
And it's hard to deal with.
And it's real though, because it's like I mean, the only way I can even equate it is just for males. It's like some female shit we don't even think about, like periods and shit like that. So that don't even, for real, like that don't even equate to us. So in their mind, it's like the same shit. Like they don't deal with that shit. They don't understand. Like you don't have no IQ. Like nigga, I was going to my car the other day, dog. Chick, her door was open, like right by my door. You know, it's dark as fuck. You know, I got my hoodie on, it's cold as fuck. She turned around and looked like, I'm like, I just need to get to my door. Like, and I didn't want to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So I sat there, was waiting for a second, like, you know, so she turned around. Like, I was trying to be respectful. Like, she was like, I'm like, it's like, damn, just because I'm a nigga out here with my hoodie on, you look at me like I'm about to do something. It's sad.
But I was just about to say, the fucked up part with that is, it ain't even got to be you as a nigga, just being her as a girl, and it being dark,
that's real.
and
that's
seeing,
real.
like,
dark
I'm scared, like, period, like, and
that's the difference of being different. You know?
Yeah, like her being a girl. Because as a male, as a male, nigga, we don't think like that.
And even,
we don't, nigga. I wish a nigga would.
And even if though, I'm already on that shit, nigga. Okay.
Would.
Is this a nigga? Is this somebody right here just standing?
Nigga,
like
let
this?
me
So
slam somebody
like,
right now. Niggas be ready to slam somebody right now.
Not ready to tensed up and you go, okay, you straight? Are you just trying to get to your door? Okay.
Hey, niggas fuck around and get scared and then be like, boy, you lucky. But shouts out like my boy Jasper Renner, man. He been my friend over 20 years, white boy. Got me to go to my first Red Wings game a little over a year ago when they was still at the old stadium. And he's a writer for the Red Wings. He writes, freelance sports writer. He's actually, I forgot which company he actually works for also as a writer. And he actually did the hype video that Jeff Daniels read, not this season, but the season beforehand. The monologue that Jeff Daniels read was what he wrote. And, you know, I got to go in the underlevel of the stadium. And when we was going down there, we got stopped. Like a fucking old security motherfucker was like, oh, she stopped us.
They know he worked there already.
And it was funny because Josh was, right after that, Josh was like, man, they don't never say nothing. And before I could even say something, Josh looked at me and realized himself like, man, this and it was like, because I'm black. And like that's what, like if you would have been by yourself, of course they ain't saying shit.
They just looked at you and gave him a salute, like, oh, there you go, buddy, we're good.
But Josh stepped. Hey, but for real. It wasn't like, hey, you know.
I mean, double take, like, okay, he walking with, okay, but, you know.
And it wasn't like I was dressed in casual like a nigga that worked there or something that's a writer also. But you know, the fact that my nigga stepped up for me before I could say something to the security person. And then afterwards, his mind worked itself to realize that's why he stopped us without me even saying something. You know what I mean? That's a real friend. Like I say, that's a friend who I've been friends with for over 20 years. Ain't never asked to say the N-word. Ain't never said the fucking N-word. Like, and we done watch plenty of movies, listen to plenty of rap with all of that kind of shit. Like,
I mean, it's not even a
black friends. I knew you from back then. I can't fuck with you.
Like,
I mean, there's too much shit going on.
Yeah, my white friends was cool growing up, but they all fake when we got grown. Shit.
And like I say, he was one of the.
I'm just gonna keep it real. None of the white people that I kicked it with growing up keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with you like that, because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, they might not look at it that way, but at the same time, they feel like they're better than you in some way, form, or fashion. Like, you know. But you don't never, you know what I'm saying? You can still be a genuine motherfucker. I'm still the same. I'm not going to point that shit out, but hey, how you doing?
If you didn't grow up with it through elementary and all that, it's probably not going to be but even even him, like, I don't know.
Even that's what I'm saying.
Even him, it's still like, I don't know what it is. It's something different with
every white person I went to high school with, nigga, I went to elementary with, except for my nigga Kevin Black. He a real one. I fucked with him.
Like, the dudes that I was cool with in elementary, like, I probably call them to the day right now. Like, after not talking for many years and be like, dog, I need this or we need to, and they'd be like, you know what I'm saying? That's just because we went through so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a certain genuine bond. Like, even if we don't really talk and we in 4 different coordinates of the world, like it's just that genuine.
Like I say, my dog Josh was one of the white people I met where it was like, oh damn, your parents ain't together. Damn, your mama be tripping too. Oh, your mama work at the U of M too. Went over that nigga house. I looked in the fridge. I said, yo, y'all niggas got less shit up in here than I got in my fridge. Like, wait a minute, y'all. Mama, come pick me up. They struggling. Like, but they wasn't struggling. That's when I found out they was on that white people broke shit. Like, they broke, but they ain't broke. Like, like, but he's still like nowhere near like how like get to high school and you realize like how much money these motherfuckers you got that you going to school with. You feel me? Like my dog always had a job. You feel me? Like our first job, we worked together at Quality 16. Like he's always had a job. Him and his sibling, his brother and shit. Like they've never been them ones to be able to just, oh, I don't have to work. Ever.
But I'm just gonna speak on one more thing about that. But back to that, but that's just like you saying about people not being different and shit. Like we being raised in Ann Arbor, like we don't realize how lucky we got it as far as education, dog. That's so real, dog.
So I drove work and I can't go to a city that I'm like, oh, I know so and so.
Hold up.
Yeah, but wait.
Is that your topic?
No, I was just
one thing about one more thing about what you were saying though. But at the same thing, I mean, just like you said, they broke wasn't our broke because our struggles is different from their struggles.
Oh, different.
In a different way, form, fashion, and everything. And just like it's different, just like Dave Chappelle said his shit, it's different when you black and you broke in a predominant white city than when you in. Like if we
when you live with a bunch of black folks.
No, just like I'm saying. My thing is, just like because if we was from Ipsy, it'd be different. Everybody is the same. We equally poor or whatever. But we from Ann Arbor and we got rich white people around us. And shit, me being from Airwood, I'm from the north. You know what it is right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one way in, one way out. It's predominantly black. We had maybe a couple white boys out in the hood. But when we leave Airwood, it's like, damn, we go to school with all these dudes. They got fucking cell phones in 6th grade and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I wouldn't even have a whip.
Or you go to a party like, hold on.
How much does that cost? You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, we stay here with you and your mom.
That's why all I knew, whenever I left Airwood, all I knew was Little League football at school.
We going to Pioneer.
Other than that, it was my homeboys. We always was outside, but it was with each other. That's why an outside bond from other people. You know what I'm saying? Especially different white boys like, no, man, we don't, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we feel like you always feel like you better than us, and you going to try to throw that shit in our face, so we not fucking with it. We had a couple cool ones. You know, Andy Gasorg, Andy G, I thank him. Mike Krause, I thank them. We got that vintage out to be out from the hood and go to their houses and see how that shit was. That shit was different, and I'm thankful for that because it was like, damn, y'all showing me a whole nother side of life that I ain't never seen before. You know, that shit was cool.
Yeah, see, I got exposed to that shit early, like, just off whatever. Like, my true first actual friends was, like I said, a Jewish dude, another white boy, another white boy. Like, you know, at their cribs every day, like, you know. Like, to this day, like I said, like, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But just being blessed, like I said, just as far as the education, so we see shit different and peep shit and actually understand stuff. Like, man, we be like, damn, why ain't everybody saying that? Like, oh, yeah, because everybody wasn't. Like, some people really get pushed past and graduated with a 6th grade reading skill. How do you get graduated through high school with a 6th grade?
Let's not forget, we were a part of the Bush child left behind.
Which is the most ridiculous thing. No, leave him behind. He needs to get left behind. If for real, dog,
leave that nigga behind.
If he's at a 4th grade math level, a 2nd grade reading level, he needs to get left behind in the 6th grade. He needs to do 6th grade. I'm sorry. Like, no, there's no, like, okay, whatever. Like, yeah, we about to though. I had to, but but mine was though. This is gonna kind of throw y'all off, but it's gonna be a switch though. But so that Kareem Hunt shit though, everybody was talking about the obvious shit though. Everybody talking about obvious shit. So when I first watched it, I actually accidentally clicked on a video, and it was the video of his boys talking to the to the police. So the police came there and talked to his boys first. His boys was like, yeah, we saw these two chicks. We brought them back. And we realized they was 19, so we tried to get them to leave. Okay, pause right there, bam. Nothing else should have happened from at that point. If them two niggas brought two 19-year-olds back to Kareem Hunt crib, Kareem Hunt should never been in that situation. Nigga, if you bring two young bitches back, nigga, you got to get them the fuck out of here, or you going with them. Yeah. That's what I didn't understand. Like, what do you mean? Like, that nobody was saying nothing about his, no. Okay, yeah, understand Kareem Hunt shit. He definitely shouldn't have kicked the bitch in the head. But it should never even got that far. All y'all should have, it should have been a video with all of them in the hallway chilling. Like, he should have been in his what's name, in his crib, because he said it was a crib he just bought like five or 6 months before. It should have been him and his girls, him or whoever in it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? In his crib chilling. And it's be like, y'all not coming in here until them hoes is gone. Y'all brought these young ass hoes back to my crib. What are you talking about, nigga? Are you crazy?
Oh, you 19? And you sucking dick or what?
Oh, you get the fuck up out of here. Like, no, y'all drinking and shit though. Like, nigga, y'all drinking and shit. Y'all drink. Y'all, no, that's what I'm saying. They was drunk and shit at the bar. They like, so they just automatically assume. Like, nigga, no, but and say here, and then the thing was, and that was another part. It was like it was a white girl and a black girl. And the black girl, you see, she tried to grab her friend. Like, come on, and she was like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna film. Nah, you should have grabbed her the fuck up out of there, or you should have got the fuck up out of there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You was a part of that. But that was my whole thing. What do y'all think about the niggas that let his boys, that's so-called boys, that let him come in there? Like, you don't let them come in there on that, dog. Hell no. Nah. It's time for them to go. Or if they're not going, you going. All y'all got to leave. What do you mean?
The thing is,
everybody got to go.
All right, the thing is, these niggas, they go to college, they get their egos boosted by being dominant college athletes. Agents blow their egos up. They get to the league, they get their first checks, they get that money. They perform on the field, they get the incentives. It goes to their head. So they not even really thinking about being guilty by association. They just thinking about self. They don't care about none of that. Oh, my boys, I got it. We good. Y'all good. You know what I'm saying? But when you, but then wait, you got to point this out too. The shit was in fucking Ohio. That's where he's from. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all come know on, bro. What I think but
with that, I know older people that probably told y'all this, especially being black. All black older people told y'all this.
A couple things.
The closest people to you is the ones that's gonna bring you down. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta watch out for your surroundings no matter what. The video shows a lot. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did, but at the same time, that whole situation could have been avoided if you didn't have these certain people around. That's what I'm saying. That's when you get to a certain level, you know, they might call you a hoe ass nigga. You got to be prepared for that shit, because when you touching a certain amount of money and you doing what you love as a passion, especially being on the field, like you got to step away from certain people. Like man, he should have had that ain't good for me. Yeah, niggas that, is y'all my niggas for real? Okay, get these bitches the fuck up out of here. What do you mean, nigga? If I gotta go out here and handle this, nigga, y'all know what's gonna go down. Get these bitches the fuck up out of here, or y'all got to go. Period, nigga.
To add on what you were saying, Chuck, to what niggas being, young, getting them contracts. The other thing about these niggas being young is, not only is they young, but they a part of what? This new generation of niggas who they used to everything being recorded, shown off. These niggas that are 22 and 23 now, do y'all understand Facebook and all of that kind of shit been around since they was like 12?
No, dog. That shit came out when niggas was in college, dog.
That's what I mean. So that's a huge.
Facebook, that's a and it only was.
They don't know about Zanga. I remember being at study hall at Eastern Michigan on my MySpace, and one of my niggas coming up to me being like, nigga, you ain't got a Facebook yet? I said, what the fuck is that?
What is that?
They know
he
what
said,
it was.
nigga, you got me in college, cuz look, nigga, here.
And
boom.
then couldn't stay off the bitch.
And he helped me create it, nigga. You feel me?
Sick, playing games and shit.
Yeah.
I said, oh, nah. I ain't never been on no fucking computer
But back to what you were saying with that shit, though. Okay, so, like, that's one problem right there. They part of that. They part of that era. Secondly, like,
but even if they part of that era, though, how that down?
Because it's how you raised, my nigga. Like, I was raised on some flat out shit. If my mama don't know your name,
so they don't give a fuck.
Because that's the thing. A lot of people don't give a fuck, right? Yeah. That's the whole problem. That's the whole problem you hear from this generation now, right?
Don't give a fuck.
Is they always feel like they wasn't raised on nobody loving them, right?
Say we don't give a fuck. It's another way of saying they don't appreciate shit.
Period.
You don't appreciate shit.
That's real as fuck.
You know it's niggas it's a million other niggas that's dying to be in that position to not fuck up.
But like I said,
it's a niggas that didn't even make the mistake that they in jail for.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta understand. But you gotta understand though. That's all on how different. Like I like what 10 minutes ago I gave a shout out to this nigga parents who ain't raised me, but that's just for being married.
Because that's humble pride.
For
nigga.
me not
you done ate
growing
your
up with
pride.
that and being able to see that and having a friend who had that and being like, God damn, I want to be like that when I get older. Because only like I say, black marriage I knew that was somewhat okay. Other than y'all shit was my mom's parents. Who been married since they was like 17, and it was like, yo, they got married when they was young because that's what you had to do back in the day.
You know why you
Slap the fuck out.
I mean, straight up.
And they'll tell, and my grandparents will tell you that, like, nigga, that's we was from the South, and that's what you did. Okay, like we're real enough to tell you that.
Nigga, I never seen my grandparents on my mom's side hug or kiss ever. Ever in my entire fucking life, nigga.
My dad's parents.
Nigga, I don't know. My dad. We always, nigga, it was all of my cousins and everything. Nigga, we all brought that shit. We was like, damn, we always think about like, nigga, dog, we ain't never, like, nigga, everybody was going around like, nigga, I ain't never seen that shit, nigga. Like, that's some real shit, dog.
They was together. I ain't never seen them hug, kiss, do none of that.
So the only time they was, nigga, doing anything is they was going there, bam, bam, having a kid, and boom, popping out. And it was like, nigga, like clockwork, nigga. It's like 1 year. 11 months as close as you can be. 1 year, 11 months, or like nigga, 2 years, like nigga. That's all it was, like. Nigga.
So let me get back. Get back to what I was saying on what we were saying with Kareem Hunt. You young,
and his
my.
Niggas, though,
if you, my, like I put it like I always put it like this, nigga. If my mama do not know your name, you are not an official friend.
That's real as fuck. Or
if my daddy don't know your name,
you don't know my mom's name.
You're not an official friend.
In my case, if you don't know,
if my sisters or none of my siblings don't know your name, you are not an official friend like you might think you are. And that's what it comes down to. Nigga, Snoop Dogg done been out here for how long? Niggas forget. Niggas see this nigga Snoop fucking around with Martha Stewart. And think he's old bitch ass old nigga and forget this nigga was up for murder. This nigga done survived some of the trillest music crazy shit. All because but also he got niggas around him who
Ice Cube.
Take that.
Of course. No, yeah.
And I'm going to buy you out. I'm going to whatever.
Ice Cube.
You know what it is.
You feel me? You know niggas like Ice Cube. Niggas like niggas like
Ice Cube is the only nigga that
like
been
Jay-Z.
in 2 different crews and went at them both.
Flat for real.
But my whole point to even bring that Kareem Hunt shit is like, nigga, if you with some niggas and you know the situation, boo,
it ain't supposed to go down like that.
Period. Y'all shouldn't even let it get to that point. Y'all should have been on that aggressiveness like that. And if they wasn't on that aggressiveness like that, he should have been on that towards them. Y'all in this bitch. Get the fuck up out of here,
like
nigga.
You see, like in the movie Notorious, nigga, with Biggie shit. You know what I'm saying? My man took that shit because it's like, yo, fuck it, you know. If you've been a real street nigga, you've been in a situation where you've been like, you've kind of took some shit for some shit you ain't really do. But because of what it can tie into,
fuck Notorious. What about Shine, nigga?
Exactly. That's why just another. Exactly though. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean.
Diddy done skated away from a lot of shit.
Like Diddy's the devil.
That nigga done skated away.
But yes, Kareem Hunt niggas suck. They suck for that shit.
Yeah. Like
Not saying Kareem Hunt doesn't suck either because
he shouldn't have did all that.
Because he was in other situations beforehand wilding. Nigga, just chill the fuck out.
He shouldn't have hit the speed burst through the B-hole like that, nigga.
Nah, that nigga was tapping X hard than a motherfucker.
That nigga was like, fuck it. Boom.
That nigga was tapping X too hard, nigga.
Niggas went flying into the bitch.
And even that wasn't that bad. It was just he shouldn't have did the kick. The kick did it. The kick sealed the deal. He could have fought everything, but when he did that weak ass.
Right.
Wait. And then it was like, oh.
Let me say it. We don't condone domestic violence.
Hell fucking no, nigga.
No.
But if you gonna kick the bitch, you might as well booted the bitch if you gonna kick her that damn soft.
If you gonna run through niggas and do all that,
nigga, you might as well booted the bitch for that. That was your career. Then you might as well booted her.
You should have just poured. You should have just Nino Brown. You should have just. You should have just did the Nino Brown and poured some champagne out. That's what you should have did. You could have got away with that.
But did y'all see his girl though, the white bitch? Nigga, she was trying to hard. No, get back. Nigga kicked her and shit. She was like, no. Grabbed me, shit like, yeah, it's too late. Yeah, you bitch. You already know. You out there.
Not only that,
bitch. You thought
not only that, but you an
million,
NFL nigga, my nigga. You gotta have a couple.
Nigga
you gotta have a couple niggas.
But he's on his rookie contract though. That's when nigga. He's on his rookie. So,
yeah, it's not that big.
So all he get is he probably getting like 500,000 maybe. Yeah. So he out of there. He on rookie contract, nigga. You get no millions before. You did all that work, all them years from ages 8 till now.
Meanwhile, the Redskins signed a nigga that got like 3 felony cases going on.
Right, no, I take that back. He probably did.
Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute.
He probably did get some.
Wait a minute, though.
That was only for one.
But wait a minute, though. Meanwhile, the Redskins signed butt fumble, and then they signed a linebacker that got like 4 felony assault cases and gun charges against him. So remember that. When you want to think Kareem Hunt is a piece of shit.
And it's a dog ass nigga.
And he's great.
He jawed a bitch.
That's what I'm talking about, right? Nigga, I'm talking about nigga cock back and said, bitch, what?
Whatever rumors y'all done heard about me, I never did nothing like that.
They said
I never did nothing like these niggas
they said
on tape
the bitch Joe
that
Mixon
they got.
punched is the same bitch in the Kareem Hunt video.
No, stop it. No, that's some rumor shit.
Bullshit you not.
I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, we need that bitch on. That bitch is a bad agent. That bitch is her daddy killed Malcolm X.
Cause this was.
If that's the same bitch, her daddy killed Malcolm X. Her bitch is a part of something.
She was 19. The chick, and what's her name was 19, in the Kareem Hunt. Cause she, like I said, I saw her. Yeah, no, hell no. There's no way in the world.
I want to talk about what do y'all think this weed legalization is going to do to the community around us? Seeing that we are in Ann Arbor, and as far as traffic stops, as far as
frisk, they definitely trying to get people with DUI. No, they ain't. They just
DUI is about to go ridiculous.
That's how they gonna try to start getting
people. DUI is about to be ridiculous. Well, I say frisk because of kids downtown Ann Arbor.
Into it, though,
that's why.
Just remember, the states that have legalized weed, the arrest rates for blacks and Latinos have went up.
They didn't get this nigga because I was smoking in
Hey, they ain't got me yet.
You ain't from there, though.
I'm about to get my car renewed since a nigga can't just go copy shit like a nigga thought they could.
I got the car, but
with my legalization, with what you saying is, I think it's gonna be. I've always been against legalizing it. I always wanted it just decriminalized. You know what I'm saying? Because either way, dispensary or the streets, I'm gonna get mine. Period. Plugged in. That's just how it goes. But like I said, it's gonna be a lot more DUIs because nigga, that first day when the bill got signed, nigga, I seen so many police downtown out and about stopping people. It didn't make no sense. It literally didn't make no sense other than because that's what was happening. Like,
they say if you get high, you can't drive.
So right, which is some bullshit.
Saving gas money. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like around here it's gonna affect like it already has. You got all these fake ass weed men out here. I seen a nigga on I seen a nigga on social media post. I seen a nigga post Ace for $20 the other day on social media. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm like, what are you like? Ain't no money in it, dog. Ain't no money in it if you selling $20 Ace, like $25 Ace. Like you're not doing anything. Like
you shouldn't even be if you gotta advertise on social media.
For one, that's the thing. For one, if you gotta do that,
money at all.
Exactly.
Come on. No, ain't no time changing.
You be driving on the highway just like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's different. But on Facebook where your mama and your cousin and your grandma be, you just you need that, hit me up. What? Really? even the Ann Arbor police, MC police, all be on Facebook.
And now
because I got the bud.
And now,
all
like,
day.
like the link I just posted too the other day is, like I said, I don't want this legalization shit because you're gonna have now this shit where you got Monsanto getting in on that, right? So you're going to have these big-ass, crazy-ass companies who are already using this as fucking test guinea pigs getting down on shit and putting what they want in some shit and fucking it up. Yeah. Yeah. It's not right. You know what I mean? Like, plus, like I say, you still find better shit in the street, man. Yeah. A lot of these dispensaries, definitely. Like, it's really only one dispensary I like fucking with. Other than that, like, I'll fuck with the street. For real.
So, remember that.
They said it was gonna be 16% when you the tax. If and when, I guess when you don't got a card, whenever they pass that and you don't got a card, they said it's gonna be 16%.
Ridiculous tax.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But once again, like you go, but like again, once again, you go in certain dispensaries and they got certain shelves and certain prices, and like I say, you can go to the streets, dog. Like. I done seen shit in them dispensaries that's on their top shelf where they selling that shit for $400 an ounce, nigga. That I can get for cheaper than that in the streets.
Fucking terrible.
Easily, so it's all a hustle. At the end of the day, all this shit is a hustle. It's just on what realm they could throw it in.
If you open your jar and I can't smell it, what the fuck is that about? Nigga, I open my jar, you can smell that shit.
Yeah, that shit's not weed.
All I'm saying is, in my 17 years of dealing with weed, I ain't never, ever paid no $400 for no ounce of weed, nigga. Ever. And I done smoked some Kill Bill.
I was smoking.
Hey, you rolling up and down the hill, nigga.
I was smoking Kush when it was $75 an eighth. I bullshit you not.
Never, nigga. I smoked weed back when Ace was $60 at the least.
Nigga, I'm talking real Kush. I was smoking Kush. It was $75 an eighth.
That KB, that White Widow.
$150 a half.
Right. Feel me?
I mean, a quarter. $150 a quarter.
Back when niggas was selling regos on the regular. Like, ain't never dropped no $400 on no ounce of weed, nigga. Hey, I'll be damned. Got me fucked up.
No, I ain't paying $400.
Speaking of that, I think they were smoking Dro and Backwoods in high school.
Yeah, that's their problem.
My God.
That's why they fucked up. They ain't go through the process. You know the process for us was sneak and brew. And then smoking regular weed. Regular weed and brews,
your little kid
then
high
you got
is off
some
of
liquor, nigga. These little niggas popping pills, drinking lean, and smoking kush.
They doing no dabs.
They got all that shit.
That's fiend shit.
It
you
is.
Doing dabs, you a fiend.
I don't know, dog.
You doing dabs, you a fiend. Fuck what you talking about.
I feel like hitting the bong.
Hitting the bong is fiend shit
it's more of a fiend
That's
than
fiend,
dab.
yeah.
Hitting the bong
But that dab is just pure waxing.
I mean, I know, but I'm saying
but
the process.
No, of course. Yeah. You already know.
You felt like such a crackhead, nigga.
Look, wait, you gotta heat up.
I didn't even do it.
Richard, you gotta heat up the stem?
You ain't gotta tell. Why do we have a blowtorch? That's the first question. If we got anything on some torch shit, this is fiend shit, nigga. Period. You are cooking or you are smoking fiend shit.
Let me get that them swishers right there.
I hear that way. What are we not barbecuing? What are we doing?
But yeah, I just hope they don't be on no fuck shit with that weed law passing. No, I know they is.
And they better put all that fucking revenue in the actual schools. Can y'all fix Flint? Can all the weed money go to Flint water recovery?
Yeah, the weed money do something. No, they giving it to the wall.
It's gonna be like everything else out here. It's literally gonna be like, do you want to buy the weed from fucking Walmart and Myers, or you want to buy the weed from the local motherfuckers that you know?
Right, then the store is gonna be selling weed with fentanyl and shit.
Oh, well, for real. For real.
I'm telling you, man, it's all a process, nigga. People love to smoke weed. What's the best way to
So many people run around my job smoking them fucking
something that they
for real. They gonna sprinkle that shit. I'm trying to
you
tell
niggas think I'm playing games.
Dog. Yeah, like that's the that. Dog. Like you should see how many people at my job. Nigga, I thought something was on fire the other day at my job. Cause I gotta go around this back hallway sometimes to go. But look, I gotta go sometimes through this back hallway to get to the oven in the kitchen area up front where I be prepping shit. And nigga, I stepped back there real quick. All I see was some smoke. And I'm like, my brain was like, yo, what the fuck? And sure enough, nigga, my man peeped around the corner like, oh, my bad. Like, he was smoking one of them pins, nigga. Like, I'm like, dog. Like, but like, literally, I will not lie to you. Probably like, but once an hour at least, I catch somebody at work. On one of them pins, bro. Like,
I'm thinking they about to start putting fentanyl on them bitches.
For real.
No
they already got some shit.
That's
no smoke policy at my job, so I can't go out smoking.
At the round table, what you got,
So
Hood?
we come from one of the best generations. The kids are copying our style right now, as you can see. But like, there are some things that we did that were kind of corny. Like, what is like a trend or an artist or something that just didn't age well?
The rat tail, nigga. And any nigga that want to lie right now, any one of you niggas want to lie, all you niggas born in 78 to 92, at least, y'all all had a goddamn rat tail at one point. And even if you say you didn't, I could call your mama and she be like, yeah, he did. And she'll find the picture.
You know lying. Because I had a daddy at the crib, nigga. Nigga, my dad wasn't playing that bullshit, nigga. I came into the crib a couple times, nigga, trying to be like my boy with that shit. Because my boy had a long one. He was like, what? Oh, no, we not doing that, nigga. I tried that shit one more time, nigga. Nigga, we going with the whole low, nigga. Fuck up out of here, nigga.
Low key,
the super low, nigga. You ain't get no damn rat tail, nigga. That's real as fuck, though.
If you think about it,
corny as shit, though.
the only thing that didn't last from the era that we grew up in.
Hey, and then niggas had nerve having braided up though, like it was sweet though, with the little rubber band on the tip, nigga. Knock it.
These niggas like to rock big gold chains now. They used to rock big gold chains back in the day.
No, nigga.
I mean, I don't wear.
What you mean by big?
Wait, listen to what I'm saying though. Listen, you gotta hear what I said though. I said, nigga, look, the only thing that really didn't last from our era when we was growing up and watching motherfuckers was overalls. Like, they don't rock overalls.
I know, I was thinking about bringing some back.
Wiz be rocking them, though. Wiz be trying to bring them back.
But then another thing is, this is another thing, and this is, I'm going to keep it all the way. I'm about to, wait. Because you know what was poppable? Wait. It wasn't out. It was fucking the jeans. The jeans was out. Apple bottoms. They had all the other shit that showed the ass.
Or the little sweat outfits that they had.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, wait. Nowadays, the clothes is getting even tighter, showing even more print. The dudes' clothes is getting tighter. These niggas is wearing leggings and capris and shit.
Nigga, I wish.
When did that and they be trying to show pictures of niggas that was born in the 70s like, oh, this was y'all here. No.
Them niggas was in the entertainment business. Them niggas was in the entertainment business for the most part.
They don't get a pass either.
They don't. They don't. But them niggas was in the entertainment business. Niggas was rocking plaid shirts.
That was shit my mama was listening.
Real niggas was rocking plaid shirts. Real niggas was rocking plaid shirts. From the 1850s.
The only nigga I looked at as an idol was wearing a bandana, and I ain't never wear a bandana. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I was telling my boy the other day, we was having a Wait. Me and my boy, we was having a real conversation yesterday and shit. And he was like, because they was talking about 600 for. I said, nigga, I'm not paying 600 for no 800 for no jeans. You know what I'm saying? Just off simple fact. I don't care. Wait. I don't care if I got it or not. That's just me. That's just me. I can have fucking 40 pair of Levi's, nigga, and be cool with that. I'm good with that.
I don't even have a pair.
Nigga, every time they gonna be like, and then he gonna say, well, and then I have a Rollie, whatever. I have a nice ass watch or something. But they're like, oh well, the only reason they gonna know you're Rollie real if they walk up on you and see that they know diamonds. Yeah,
I don't like people within 3 feet of me.
Levi's. Nigga, if it's a new pair of Levi's every time.
Good.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
First off, I don't even like niggas within 3 feet of me. So like, that's not even. You ain't even gonna get that close, cuz like, I don't even like all that closeness with a nigga with hard legs. If you hard legs, both y'all niggas right. Hey, both y'all niggas close right now, but guess what? I can see y'all. Y'all can't get behind me.
Nigga,
I don't even like niggas being that
catch
close.
you slipping.
That pigtail was the funniest though.
Huh?
That pigtail was the funniest though.
The
Pigtail, nigga.
Oh yeah, the rat tail, nigga. That's no pig. The rat tail,
pigtail.
Rat tail, nigga.
Bird tail, nigga.
The rat tail, the ball fade.
Eagle tail.
Oh God, what else was a terrible fashion when we was younger? Turtlenecks.
Nah.
It wasn't terrible, but it looks funny.
Think about the Coogi sweater though, because I still don't know the Cosby sweater. I still don't know if that was.
Man, that never was my. Yeah, that never was me.
Fuck y'all niggas. One of my favorite family photos. I had a Cosby sweater on.
That never was me.
I had a Cosby sweater and my mama had on gold chains that you gotta unhook, nigga. You can't just take them off, nigga. You gotta unhook them, nigga.
That never was me.
Yeah, I know.
No, we ain't doing Coogi. We did Coogi back in our day though.
No.
He can't have nice things. He from the north side. I told y'all that.
Coogi when it elevated to like the t-shirts and jeans and shit like that.
No, he ain't talking about the official brand, nigga. You know, he just
Talking about the actual sweater.
Yeah, he ain't talking about the actual brand. Well, nobody rocking no Coogi back then. Shit. Wasn't nobody rocking no Coogi in the early 90s. I know my family wasn't. Nigga, shit, I don't. We was getting free lunch. Rocking
What else was the? It was something else. I feel like we missing though.
Just so y'all niggas.
Like not even.
Hey, man, that was black owned.
Right.
Not even the gear though. Like something else. Like,
Hold on. Nah, you ain't gonna hate on Fubu. Hold on. Just so y'all niggas, just so y'all know, in the early 90s and mid 90s, cut off short jeans, nigga. Y'all can shake your head all y'all want to. I'm a real nigga. We grew up.
Still right. Hold on.
Mama would make niggas cut their jeans, nigga. Fuck y'all. Shit, nigga. Yup.
Yeah, I never
do that on the north.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I would never.
North side, we don't do that
I
shit.
cut a couple jeans, nigga.
Niggas, no. Not doing that on the north.
Jeans, nigga.
Don't cut off jeans.
Y'all ain't had nothing nice, don't lie.
Yeah, nah.
Might not have been nice. They might have been hand-me-downs, but they wasn't no fucking cut-off jeans.
Corduroys, nigga. Who has some corduroys, nigga? I don't care what anybody want to say. Corduroy is a terrible fashion statement. No, see? Who has some corduroy overalls? Oh! And look, Charles. Do y'all remember the bear corduroy? Y'all remember the story corduroy? Y'all don't even remember that, do y'all? Yeah, real nigga story. There's a bear. Nighttime book tale, nigga, corduroy, the bear, nigga. Exactly, see? I ain't lying, nigga. Kenny thought I was making up some bullshit.
Never heard of it.
Corduroy.
Corduroy.
That nigga got lost. That nigga got left in the fucking in the washing machine store, nigga. Hell yeah, he was scared as hell.
Corduroy the bear. Are we for real?
That was one of my favorite stories, dog. That nigga got left in the store like, oh shit.
Fuck that, nigga. That's 90s shit, nigga. This ain't no shit that niggas ain't. Nigga, Bernstein Bears, nigga. That's that shit.
Wrote the book Art of Bernstein's.
Shut up.
That's their name. So
I'm not surprised.
So they just basically nigga.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
They was making their life story.
I shouldn't even be surprised, nigga. That's an easy boom.
Nigga, that was
so
my
what we
shit.
got? What we
that
got?
Was them was the only books that actually.
What we got for the Jimmy King of the Fab Five? the last topic.
Ray Jackson.
Ray. Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, Jimmy King is
shots fired.
Man, Jimmy King was the Mizan.
He was. That's on Dro. Young Dro. Does Young Dro have a new album out? I need some new.
Yo, if he does, I'm gonna listen to that shit.
For real.
That nigga shit slap. Slap.
T.I., your label could have been the dopest label in rap history.
Nah, he fucked up when he got Iggy.
He fucked up on a lot of shit.
Yeah, that nigga's a terrible manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that nigga went to jail for gun charges how many times that you don't learn?
All them niggas was getting, high though, for real. All them niggas was getting fucked up. So he might have did the best thing possible for all of them niggas at the end of the day.
Yeah, he said, hey, you gotta do you, homie.
Do shit, and they set for life. So.
You gotta do you, homie. Nigga's terrible. All right, let's talk about basketball.
Shots out Golden State. Them like the few. Other than my brother and a couple other niggas, Golden State the only like group of light skinned niggas I fuck with like that.
Only
y'all
nigga I
niggas
fuck
go
with is
ahead.
Clay on that motherfucker because he the real nigga. Steph is that nigga, but I can't.
Kevin Durant fan.
Yeah, not when. Yeah, me too. I was.
It's like these whole ass niggas, Brown fans. Wherever
I
he
was.
Go, I'm wherever KD go, nigga. I go. It's big nigga, flat out.
Thank you.
Just like y'all go, nigga, wherever Brian go.
Thank you.
Nigga, I go wherever KD go.
Niggas always be like, oh, that nigga Brian be whooping on KD.
Hey,
Brian ain't whoop on KD until he teamed up with D-Wade, nigga.
No.
I like Miami, Brian.
And I fuck with Brian.
I just don't go for shit in
No.
Cleveland, and I don't fucking like the Lakers.
Fuck Ohio. Other than Cedar Point, drive-through liquor stores, some of the hoes, my cousins,
like him going
Bone
there.
Thugs,
You
and
would
Dave
not
Chappelle.
leave a team that you had up.
Except for all y'all listening to the podcast in Ohio. Shouts out to y'all.
In the playoffs, and then go join them. You wouldn't do that. I don't get. As a competitor, I know you would.
Football.
But that's because we
No,
football
no,
niggas.
fuck that. No, fuck that. Hell no. In soccer, tennis, racquetball, nigga, we could be playing.
No,
Nigga, skipping rocks, anything, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Fuck that,
Because
nigga.
look at what Darrell Rivers did.
Nah,
He was getting his
fuck
kid
that.
ass kicked by New England for years when he got in the squad.
Fuck
Won a
that.
bowl.
Not the same.
Went back.
Not the same. Not the same.
And he went over there.
Not the same. Darrell Rivers is on his way out. He said, y'all niggas gonna pay me $19 million? Okay, bet. Give me $19 million for a nigga, and let me get this ring, and I'm out, nigga.
None of the NBA
It's not the same, dog. It's not. No,
it is because D-Wade won a ship and he was in the same draft class as LeBron. And LeBron joined him. Like,
if a nigga got
none of them
if a
niggas
nigga
was
got you
doing
up
that.
3-1,
None of them niggas was doing
and you was
that
the
in
reason
league,
they
bro.
lost, and you go join
None
them.
of them niggas
Period.
was doing that, bro.
And you recruiting during the season. Him
Y'all
and Kevin,
niggas
him and what's
name
name's
a
talking
nigga
during the season.
before
Was they
LeBron
not?
who did
Period.
that shit.
Period.
That's the
Period.
problem.
Period.
That's the problem with
We're
all
not even
this
talking
shit.
about that. You changing the
No,
subject. We're
I
not
ain't
talking.
changing
Yes, you are.
shit.
Yes, you are. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Durant and his 3-1. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all keep flipping the subject.
Fuck that. What y'all think about John Wall throwing up gang signs?
Boston out of there. They kept Boston chemistry.
Y'all think about
terrible
John
right
Wall throwing up blood gang signs?
Nah, fuck
James
that.
Harden do whatever.
I was just about to say James Harden been doing that shit, nigga. He been doing that shit since like 15.
But they don't.
Oh,
But they don't.
nigga.
But that's because he from L.A.
is he
He
throwing
from
the bang
L.A.
signs
So
for
they
real,
don't.
nigga? Hey.
When you from L.A., they just know you gonna
Nigga
do
hit
that.
Three, bam, bam, like,
Just
nigga,
like
this
Paul.
nigga
Just like Paul Pierce used to do it. But he's from L.A. They don't care what L.A. niggas do.
Paul Pierce might be a sissy too on the low. But we gonna
Shout out to AK. He's the only nigga
gonna
that
switch
still
the
uses
topic.
the word sissy.
we gonna switch the topic though on that thing. For real, dog.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Front Porch Talk.
Real niggas don't join other niggas.
You know how we do it. North side to the west side.
People can't come together now.
For real, nigga. You ain't lying.